There is a red dot on the screen, therefore it's Lady Octopus time. Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. So, we're going to be messing with Lady Octopus and all the characters that are going to be needed for the 2, 3, 4, and 5-star nodes. If I had to guess, um, again, I have not looked online to see who or what the characters are going to be. But if I had to guess, the 5-star is probably going to be some variation of Dr. Octopus, probably the 5-star version or the 4-star version. I mean, you could just do 2, 3, and 4 versions of Dr. Octopus and just be done with it, but that's neither here nor there. Invisible Woman is going to be the opponent we're going to face off against first. Blue, yellow, and green user. Her blue ability grants her invisibility for 7 AP, as well as turn some allies invisible. Because I know she's had a rework since I've used her last. Yeah, it turns a random ally invisible for 1 turn, creates a protect tile, and a yellow invisibility tile, and target an invisible woman. Force bubbles cost 6, locks up to 4 random non-friendly tiles, prioritizing everything but invisibility tiles, and then creates 3 blue strike tiles on the board. And then Forceful Crush is her green ability, which costs 8. If there are less than 4 force bubbles on the board, then you create 4, and then you deal whatever the listed damage might be. Otherwise, you convert all tiles and force bubbles into basic tiles, removing all the force bubbles, and then dealing whatever the listed damage for each one of them. As far as her affiliations go, Heroes, Fantastic Four, Team Cap, Enhanced, and Battle World for all those that care. Alright, Lady Octopus. This is definitely a newer scheme for the octopi, because normally they would have well, actually it's not really a new scheme, because the 4-star Doc Ock, the No Way Home Doc Ock, has a blue and black as well as yellow, but traditionally the Doc Ock usually has a black, blue, and green, and she shares green and blue with the 3 and 5-star. Purple, well, we'll look at her purple momentarily. Her armed ability is green, cost 4. Actively, she creates up to 2 tentacle tiles if she has fewer than 4 on the board. Passively, she takes less damage at the start of her turn or whenever she fires off an ability. For each friendly tentacle tile on the board, hit a random enemy for whatever the listed damage might be. And if there's at least 3 friendly tentacle tiles on the board, then this ability becomes more dangerous. And this costs 8 green. It deals team damage, stuns the target for 3 turns, destroys a random enemy countdown or repeater tile, then removes all friendly tentacle tiles, and the destroyed tiles don't deal damage and generate AP. Then she takes less damage in the start of her turn whenever she fires off an ability. For each friendly tentacle tile on the board, hit a random enemy for whatever the listed damage might be, and if there's 2 or less friendly tentacle tiles on the board, then it becomes armed. So you're balancing between 2 and 3 tentacle tiles. Cybernetic Enhancement is her blue, which costs 6. Creates a 5-turn cyber upgrade countdown tile if one doesn't exist. Otherwise, you fortify the tile. Increases timer by 5. And while it's on the board, allies deal increased damage and take less damage, and increase each one of her teammates' abilities by 1 up to rank 5. And if this tile is matched away or destroyed, then stun her teammates for 2 turns. Alright, let's break it down. This here is a similar version to what's my dude name? MODOK. It's like his countdown tile. Kinda in a sense, because MODOK's, he wants his countdown to count down to deal damage, but in Carolyn's case, she wants her tile to be on the board even longer so her teammates can do more damage. And then she has a little bit of Black Bolt, where you can raise the levels of your allies' abilities up by 1. So, I mean, again, while that there can be kind of useful, we're more worried. We like the increased damage and the less damage. And then VR Wave Generator cost 8. Creates a repeater tile on the board that creates a strike, attack, and protect tile with the combined strength of all enemy tiles of the same type. And then while it's on the board, all friendly strike, attack, and protect tiles gain 30% bonus strength at higher levels, at 50% bonus strength. So this here is kind of similar to 4-star Punishers increase to the strike tiles per se. So, but this is more blanket with the wave generator, but she has to have the repeater tile on the board, whereas with Frank, it's just a part of his kit. As far as her affiliations goes, villains, geniuses, and technologists for all those that care. So you could probably do some shenanigans with excuse me, our good friend, why am I blanking out on Deathlock? Alright, so let's grab some purple here. Alright, because again, we want that increased damage, but we gotta make sure that Invisible Woman does not match that away. Like I said, the decreased damage is definitely good in this situation here. Now again, obviously this power here will stack on with the Okoye as well. So you guys got a little bit of damage there. I know she's gonna be immune to the stun because it's a 1-on-1 fight. So cool, there's that. Alright, so tentacle tiles. I wonder. Let's use. Where is the other Doc Ock? Oh, because about to put him on the board. Say search for him, but should have made the match 4 there. Yeah, well. Like I said, because I can See, that gets rid of her tentacle tile. So finally deal some damage soon. Now this might actually take forever, but again, I'm just curious to see how this here is gonna take. Nope. There we go. That's much better. See here. Go here with black. There. Now hers will start to get removed eventually. Told you. Sadly, Doc Ock is not gonna be able to be stunned, so. Alright, so let's gain some AP in black. Heal a little bit. I'm gonna wait one more turn to make sure we got a tentacle tile on the board. He'll blow those up. Call to arms. And that should finish her off. Good job, Alfred Molina. Alright, day one warm up. Ooh, with Electro. Cool. So, Max Dillon is a blue, green, black, and purple user. I don't know why he's not yellow, but whatever. This is my ascended 2-star version of him, so we'll look at this version here. So lightning bolts, it costs 7. So you select a charged or black basic tile. You deal damage, and then additional damage for each amp that Electro has. Then you destroy the row of the selected tile, and then you lose 3 amps. And then obviously destroy tiles don't deal damage or generate AP. And then whenever Electro matches or destroys a charged tile, you gain 2 black AP, and then you deal damage. Living Dynamo is his black ability, which is pretty important to his kit. So you drain all black AP, then you create 5 charged tiles, plus 1 for every 2 AP drain. And then whenever a charged tile is created or a tile is converted into a charged tile, don't worry, we'll get into that momentarily. Electro gains 1 amp with a max of 5. As long as you have these amps, Electro deals more damage and takes less damage for each amp that he has, up to 5. So essentially, 45% damage and 45% less damage. And then Master Electricity is his purple ability, which costs 7. You select a basic tile and you convert it into a charge tile. And then you convert up to 2 random basic and enemy special tiles, prioritizing enemy special tiles within the 2 tiles of the selected tiles. So once you get on the board, I'll show you real quick. And then for each basic tile converted by this ability, then you deal damage. Then you convert more tiles and all that good stuff there. As far as his affiliations go, Villain, Sinister 6, Street Level, and Enhanced for all those that care. So we'll talk about his purple ability real quick. So say for instance you choose this tile here, then any tiles from here, there, will or even diagonally can be chosen and convert them. So again, that's the idea. As a matter of fact, we'll show you right now. So I choose this tile here in the middle. And like I said, boom. It can go anywhere. If you do it right, you can convert a whole bunch of enemy special tiles to charge tiles. Alright, show your stuff. This is with Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Fit. Same color scheme as the 4-star Miles, purple, yellow, and red. Web Warrior costs 6, converts basic tiles to web tiles. And whenever Miles' team matches a web tile, then you create 1 charge tile. And then friendly web tile matches deal increased damage. At higher levels, more web tiles, more increased damage. Bioelectric Threads is his yellow ability, which costs 7. At level 3, creates 2 protect tiles on the board, 2 strike tiles. And if there are more web tiles and charge tiles, then you empower the protect tiles with 25%. But if you have charge tiles on the board, then strike tiles will be strengthened. And then you convert up to 3 web tiles to charge tiles. At the start of the turn, if there's less than 3 charge tiles on the board, then you create a charge tile. At level 5, it increases the threshold, increases the strength of the projectiles and the amount that it's empowered by. So there's that. And then Mega Venom Blast is his red ability, which costs 10. Converts up to 8 charge tiles to basic tiles. Then you deal damage to the target, and then for every 4 charge tiles converted, increase the damage by 50%. The downside is Miles is stunned for 1 turn, and you deal damage to the enemy team. As far as affiliations go, Heroes, Avengers, Spider-Verse, Spider-Sense, Team Cap, Multiversal, Enhanced, and Battle World for all those that care. Again, we're just trying to knock these nodes here out as quick as I can, because we're just trying to get to the meat and potatoes of the stuff. Probably could have used Web Warrior, but right now I don't really care. So there's that. Alright, day 1 toughen up, Kraven the Hunter. Okay, well, there's a Spider-Man villain there. Black, blue, and purple users, they're not in that particular order. Wounded Pride is his black ability, which costs 10. So Kraven creates a 1-turn black countdown tile that destroys 3 AP in the enemies and allies' strongest colors, dealing damage for each point of AP destroyed. Again, 35 for a 350 Kraven. Think like the enemy is a passive. If you've played a bunch of PvE, then you know about this ability all too well. At the beginning of the turn, if there are at least 4 enemy strike, attack, or projectiles on the board, Kraven reduces the strength of all of them by 335 and then deals 2693 damage. And again, if you do this here right with Kraven and Spider-Man Back in Black, yeah, they're pretty much tell Kitty no, at least with strike tiles. In the case of Spider-Man Back in Black, and Kraven will deal something with those projectiles. And finally, most dangerous game is his blue ability, which costs 10. So Kraven places a blue trap tile on the board, and then when any of these trap tiles are present, Kraven steals AP in a random color each turn. So think the 4-star version of Wasp. And then whenever the trap tile is matched by either us or the enemy team, you convert 3 basic tiles to his team's strongest color, and then you deal damage accordingly. At higher levels, it's 4, and then the 30-29 damage for that. As far as affiliations goes, villains, Sinister Six, mercenaries, archers, and street level. And I have the caravan support on him at level 3. The unique synergy perk, whenever Kraven's countdown tiles expires, create 2 black strike tiles of 106 strength, at least at level 3. At rank 1, supported character deals extra damage to heroes, and at rank 3, supports base blue match damage is increased by the listed amount there. And obviously you can only equip this here to villains, so take that for what it's worth. Here I will actually use some characters here that aren't 5 stars. Now again, like I said, for most of the time whenever I do these battles here, I do reserve the right to use 5 stars if I need to, but hopefully we won't need to. Alright, there we go. I think we got enough to trigger Kraven's ability. Flamethrower isn't gonna matter. I'll take a little bit of the damage there from Guard Dog. That's just to get the Sentry Fighter gun. Alright. Oh, I was wondering where the projectile went at. Let's have still a random AP. I think that's going to deal minuscule damage at the end of each turn. 1 point of damage. Oh, 53 because the tile happened to be spawned in. So there's the 1 point of damage. Alright, and finally, Vulture. Okay, so no Doc Ock. Interesting. So Vulture is another blue, purple, and green user similar to Carolyn Trainer. So let's look at, we'll look at his affiliation. Villain, Sinister Six Technologist, a Stark Tech. So absolute altitude, not attitude, but altitude is his blue ability, which costs 7. He creates a 2-turn countdown tile. When the countdown tile leaves the board, obviously he's going to go airborne, because that's the one thing that I forgot to read in the description, and the person who's in front take those 2 airborne. And then when those characters return from being airborne, Vulture deals damage to the target for each turn that they were airborne. And if a countdown tile already exists, a hostile skies countdown tile, then you add one turn to the tile, and then Vulture deals two hits to the airborne enemy. Very rarely will that happen, but Stealth Hunter, this is the ability that I like. It costs 6, so he steals AP from the enemy team, prioritizing blue and green. So keep that in mind for the Riri Williams fight. And then Vulture goes airborne for 2 turns. And then when Vulture returns from being airborne, he goes invisible for a turn, and he generates yellow, red, and black AP. So the AP that the colors that he doesn't normally use. So there is that. And then finally, Full Throttle Blast is his green ability, which costs 7, and it has 2 components to it. So the first component, you deal damage to the enemy team, destroying 4 random tiles. Then this ability destroys 4 enemy AP from yellow, red, and black, dealing 20% increased damage for each one of those that are destroyed. And then if he returns from being if Vulture's airborne, it becomes Plummet. And Plummet also cost 7 green AP. And what it will do, it will destroy any hostile skies countdown tile. So that's the blue countdown tile, dealing the listed amount of damage, destroying 4 random tiles, and then obviously destroy tiles don't deal damage or generate AP. At higher levels, more damage, more tiles destroyed, yada yada yada. So Vulture's main gimmick: get him airborne, get him invisible, generate all the green that you need. You pretty much win. Right? I'm gonna throw in Valkyrie because I have a feeling we're gonna need her. Alright, let's see here. I just want to get rid of that repeater. Aim mecha, so it's you. Alright, there we go. There's some blue. Assassin. Who do send airborne? Cool, the analyst. Alright, she'll be back in 1 turn. Damage will get done to her. There's Bounty Hunter. Alright. Yeah, we'll send. Trying to see here, we'll send you airborne. Put them up another turn. Like I said, very rarely do I ever get to use the blue version of that there. But thanks to Valkyrie, yeah. Right. Stealth Hunter. Pop this. We're gonna bring them back down. So you can see, bringing them back from being airborne too soon, that kind of messes things up a little bit. The that. Send her airborne. And at least it's on Carolyn, so I'm indifferent towards that. She gone. Send him airborne. Deal additional damage there. Then Vulture come back down. And then we'll get the alternate version of that. And then Valkyrie can just end this fight here. Come close to ending it anyways. And that's to speed things up just a little bit more. So there's day 1 done. Now day 2. Probably not going to use Valkyrie, but we will use Harold. Here we're just going to turn animations completely off because alright, the character I'm probably going to get rid of first. I'm going to get rid of Riri, send her airborne. She's going to give me a World of Hurt with that blue. So Carol, I guess you can be in the background. You know, cool. You sent him airborne. That's the wrong thing to do. Seriously, that was the wrong thing to do. Yeah, sadly, I'm not going to be able to survive past that turn. No. Boom. Can't do any damage to us. They should have stunned the what's the names, probably. Possibly. Okay, well at least get rid of black. See, this is where I kind of wish I had Captain Marvel right about now. And we'll live green. If she's gonna do some stuff with her red. And we're pretty much done so after she makes another power move. Uh-huh. Again, I know what they're trying to save it for, but the question is, are you gonna get the opportunity to do it? Yep, there we go. So again, I got an idea. It will work, but it's like I just need to get rid of Riri first. So with the Stealth Hunter, again, I'm with you with sending him reborn. Let's get the barrage being photonic. Let's see here. Well, thank you for sending him reborn again. Oh, while we're send him reborn. Damn. Well, Vulture's gonna be invisible anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You did your job, girl. Stun her. As long as he's invisible, I couldn't care less. Now, let's get rid of him so that we can have access to the, is it the other Donka? Yeah, she's gone, but guess what? I get I now get to control the fight how I want to control the fight now. Guess what? You're airborne for 2 turns, home girl. Hey, that's saying when you come back down, you're gonna get hit with that stun. Nope. No stealing no AP for me. See, I told you guys it would work. I just needed a slightly better board. Alright, day 2 toughen up. Let's see here. One of the more not really nastier teams, but we'll go with Carnage to you know, add those attack tiles on the board and then get rid of Iceman quickly. Don't worry, I'm geared. Well, I was gonna grab the red, but Kraven's gonna kick off first. Alright. Somebody just got stunned. I don't know who. Oh. Okay. You finished or you done? That. She's gonna take the full brunt of symbiote sides. So there's the full damage of that there. Plus the most dangerous game, so we'll be sending AP. And then next turn you're gonna be down by the hands of Kraven. Is that? Alright, day 2, show your stuff again. Well, actually, we're gonna use we'll use a Thanos, but we're gonna use the 3-star Thanos, as well as where is my? Yes, ma'am. Okay, just a moment. With Thanos, and we're gonna knock this node here out quick, fast, in a hurry. Hopefully. Say if not, well, it's gonna be not cool. Let's see here, I need to Okay, there we go. Man. Loud noises. Let me see. I'm looking for a good match. If I can just get rid of that, that projectile, which I probably shouldn't have activated it. There we go. There we go. There's the increased damage right there. Alright, this is going to deal damage, and this is going to bypass everything Luke Cage does. Oh, don't worry. Iron May is going to make an appearance in another video. You're like, wait, what? A tease? Yeah, I'm actually gonna tell you about it as soon as we're done here. So what I was going to do to celebrate the fact that I got a brand new computer and brand new 550s was I was actually gonna run a PvE video showing the power of 5-star golden oldie Aunt May and go ballistic behind that. And then I honestly forgot that I was gonna do something with the 4-star, well the 3-star Iron May as well, to show off the insanity of her, but I can still do that there because I technically didn't do Deadpool daily, so there's that. All right, Lady Octopus and foes, a pull from all these here because they don't really matter too much because everything from here is pretty much the same. Standard assortment is a featured character, random cover for the 4-star character, of course, legendary tokens, basic support tokens, heroic tokens, your basic 3 stars, your basic 2 stars, especially ones that are featured, and then ISO 8 if need be. So so we're gonna finish off Heart of Darkness in the next video.